This Farm News video is brought to you by Crystal Flash. Optimal fungicide application timing for wheat diseases is just one of many management practices that can pay off for growers. Research by Dr. Martin Chilvers at Michigan State University indicates which fungicide application timings applied individually or in combination are best at preserving yield.
Of 195 different trials in combinations of fungicide applications, applying a T1 fungicide gives you a 4 bushel per acre benefit on average. A T2 gives you 6.9 bushel benefit on average, and then the Feeks 10.51 or the T3 gives you a 7.4 bushel benefit per acre. Now, if you're doing a combination of more than one, the best one that gives you the highest return is the early, the T1 at Feeks 5 to 7, followed by the flowering at Feeks 10.5.1 with 10.5 bushel per acre benefit. At that point, you need to be looking at what your fungicide costs are per acre and factoring those in there in combination with what varieties you have planted and what disease resistance you have out there, and then certainly scout fields to see if you have any of these diseases starting to emerge. But make sure you look at fungicide application as a way that, potentially you might be able to save a few dollars of input costs as you look at managing your wheat crop. So the last thing in terms of practices that pay is looking at harvest timing, and we're a ways out from harvest here yet, but it's not too early to be thinking about that. If you remember back to last year, we had pre-harvest sprout as a big issue, and so those growers that harvested their crop early had much less of a problem, much less discounts. It would be a shame to invest high input costs, get a really good yield wheat crop, to have it just simply fall apart at harvest time with bad quality in terms of either Fusarium head blight with high vomitoxin ratings or with pre-harvest sprout and poor falling numbers. As you're building your crop plan now, be thinking about harvest, because it might be worth harvesting a little bit early, paying a little bit of drying fees to dry that grain. In fact, there are some elevators that will actually pay the drying cost so that you'll start harvesting a little bit early.